Good morning. It's not morning anymore. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate that you're here because we're gonna have breakfast together and we don't get to do this very often. So you're probably not watching this at breakfast time, but that's okay. At least we get to share a meal together virtually. I don't want to really call this a morning routine because technically I wake up really late, which is a very bad habit, but I'll fix that sooner or later. Whether I wake up before or at noon, I'm being very honest here. Basically, this is what I usually do. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Let's begin. So obviously in the morning, I do what anyone does. When I wake up, I use the restroom. So I wash my face with this Neutrogena facial wash. I used a different one last year when I talked about my skincare, but now I'm using this one. It's really good. It has like these little beads, so it kind of like scrubs your face a little bit in the morning. After that, sometimes I put some ice cubes on my face just to get rid of the puffiness and maybe some redness, just so that I can feel a lot better. After that, sometimes I put some moisturizer on. So that's kind of what I do for my face. Not a big deal, not a big skincare routine, pretty obvious. I'm gonna show you guys what I usually have for breakfast. Also, as much as possible, I try to eat after 12 noon. I try to do intermittent fasting whenever I can. So I actually don't have breakfast in a sense, but of course this is my first meal of the day. I only have 2 meals a day and it kind of is like breakfast to me because I just woke up. So this is like my breakfast, lunch, but more on the breakfast side, but past noon. If you don't know, I don't eat rice too, so I usually resort to bread and eggs. I'm gonna show you guys how I make my eggs. First, I obviously put an egg in the bowl and then I put a little bit of milk just to make it extra good, extra creamy. I don't know. I season it with salt, give it a mix, and then I melt some butter in a pan, and once the butter is melted, I pour in the egg. While the eggs aren't that cooked, I like to whisk the eggs, and this is kind of like the technique they do for French omelette. But obviously I can't make a French omelet every single day, but I kind of use that technique that people use for a French omelet. So I like that curd, creamy feeling for my egg. So once the eggs are cooked, I put it in some bread.
I love bread
with mayonnaise. And I know not everyone loves mayonnaise, but this is like a childhood thing, like a comfort food for me. I like putting mayonnaise with my eggs and my bread. So here's my breakfast. Again, we're gonna be eating together. We're gonna take a bite out of this. I like folding it into like 2 long sandwiches instead of like 2 stuck together. This is what I like to do. I haven't eaten anything today, so I'm just gonna take a bite out of this and then we can continue our video, okay? Can I just finish one sandwich because I'm really hungry? This whole morning I was preparing for this video. Can I just... I totally forgot to mention that I drink a lot of water before I eat. Get hydrated, start your morning right. So I try to drink a lot of water in the morning. Okay, let's just finish the sandwich and then we can move on. So the next part is one of my favorite parts. And if you know me, you probably know what it is and have guessed it by now. The next part is coffee. One of the most beautiful things ever created. Sometimes I like having coffee with my breakfast, or sometimes I have it after breakfast. If I do have coffee in the morning, I like having hot coffee. I've mentioned this before, and I like having my iced coffee later in the afternoon. And I usually use the pour over method for my morning coffee, either that or French press. Today's coffee is a little bit special because I'm using this limited pH single origin coffee from Bluesmith. It's a light roast. It has tasting notes of almond, sweet citrus, and hints of green mango. Fancy, isn't it? I honestly haven't really trained my taste buds to pick up notes yet. With this, I am kind of trying to practice. If you're really into coffee, it's really nice to start training your taste buds. When you get good quality coffee, you get to taste the notes, or at least you get to practice and try to taste all those tasting notes. I really love it. And by the way, I just want to say thank you to Bluesmith for sending amazing bags of coffee. They smell amazing. They taste amazing. If you guys know me, I am so happy when it comes to coffee. These two are international and this is local. I'm just so thrilled. You can head over to their social media accounts or their website and order a few bags of coffee, and then you can thank me later. So thank you, Bluesmith, for sending these over. I am enjoying them very, very much. So here's our coffee. I mentioned this before. When I have very good quality coffee, I can drink it without any sugar, creamer, or milk. But today I just felt like I wanted to have this with some milk. It really complements the breakfast. Cheers. I wasn't really a fan of light roast, but because of this coffee, I'm starting to understand and enjoy light roast. I usually like medium dark roast because it's like really full and the flavor is just like really earthy, but this is actually super pleasant. Am I evolving? I don't know. I love it. The last portion of my morning routine, that's not really in the morning, is my devotions. If you guys don't know what devotions are, it is like a time that I set aside to read the Bible, pray, and spend time with God. So I try to do it every day as much as possible. Sometimes I do it during breakfast, sometimes I do it after breakfast. This is a very important thing for me personally. I wanted to share this today because maybe you're like me, you do your devotions but you have a short attention span, or you're very visual, like you like seeing illustrations and photos and videos, or you like having a plan. I'm gonna share with you guys the app that I use that helps me do all of that. This is the Bible app and it's from YouVersion, and if you don't have a physical Bible, this is very handy, especially if you have a smartphone. You can go to the App Store and download this. What I love about it is that it gives us so many creative ways to read the Bible. Sometimes I don't know what to read, or sometimes I want to learn about a certain topic and I want to know what the Bible says about that. So there are these devotional plans. You can search them. Again, it's so easy. Maybe you want to learn about love, or when I was preparing for marriage, I would search about marriage and I would learn about what the Bible says about marriage. Sometimes I want to learn about faith, and sometimes I want to learn about wisdom. So you can just search that, and then there are so many devotional plans that can help you learn about that. But recently I've been using their stories option. It's kind of like Instagram stories. They have a new one every single day. So like there's this short greeting in the beginning and an introduction. After that, there's the verse of the day. It's a random verse every single day. And after that, there's like this short explanation or encouragement video that's about 1 or 2 minutes long. And it's super helpful to me because, again, I'm a very visual person, or I like hearing other people's insights and interpretations. And after that, there's like this reflection thing where they ask a question and you just give an answer, or you can give a unique answer. And then after that, they give you a short devotional that matches with the verse. It's so easy. You don't even have to look for it. It's just right there. It's so helpful. After that, there's this prayer. So sometimes you don't know what to pray about, or you don't know what to say. Sometimes, you know, you're going through the motions. It's really helpful because it's a prayer that's lined up with the verse. After you read that, you can continue praying with whatever is on your mind. Then the next one is pretty cool in my opinion because, again, I'm a very visual person. So they give you like this photo that has the verse on it. There's a different artwork every day and it's so aesthetically pleasing. And there's the option to save it, and then you can post it on your Instagram stories or on Facebook, share it with your friends and family and encourage someone. And I personally feel like photos really speak to people. When you put the verse on top of that, that just makes it more amazing. So that's what I've been following recently, and that's just really helpful. So again, if you guys are having a hard time with your devotions or you don't really know what to do, I really recommend the Bible app. So that's basically what I do in the morning, or at least after I wake up. I just felt like I wanted to share that with you guys today. I'm so happy I got to. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you have any thoughts about this video, just let me know in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. I hope this video was helpful. If you're running out of breakfast ideas, you can go have some eggs and bread. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I'm so happy you made it to the end. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this from me, you can give this video a like. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!